Welcome to the CCN News Desk. Today we're talking about concealed carry, firearms, and reciprocity laws in Texas. Texas, home to barbecue and everything being bigger and better. Now, hey guys, remember, this is not legal advice. Please consult your state's official government website prior to acting on anything stated in this broadcast. And as always, for the most up-to-date information, please visit Texas's reciprocity map on concealedcoalition.com. Let's kick it off with our first question. Kate?
Does Texas recognize constitutional carry? Basically, does Texas allow you to carry a gun without a permit? Yes, constitutional carry is legal in the state of Texas. Does Texas allow open carry of guns? Open carry of a handgun, shotgun, or rifle is legal in Texas with possession of a Texas license to carry, or LTC, and if the gun is secured in a hip or shoulder holster. It is also legal when an individual possesses a concealed carry license or a permit from one of the 37 states on Texas's reciprocity list. Is concealed carry legal in Texas? Concealed carry is legal in Texas under the same circumstances as open carry. Obtaining your Texas concealed carry license requires undertaking a training course and passing both a demonstration of firearm proficiency and a written exam. How difficult is it to obtain a carry permit in Texas? Texas license to carry a handgun is issued on a non-discretionary shall-issue basis to all eligible qualified applicants by the Texas Department of Public Safety.
Can you carry a concealed handgun in a vehicle in Texas? Texas law allows the transport of a firearm in a motor vehicle or watercraft. However, a person must have a license to carry a handgun if they want to have their handgun in plain view in a shoulder or belt holster while in their vehicle. Can you carry a concealed firearm at roadside rest areas in Texas? Yes, with a Texas LTC or a concealed carry license or permit from a state that Texas honors. Can you carry a concealed firearm in state and national parks, state and national forests, and wildlife management areas in Texas? Texas rules state that you may not show or display or fire your gun in a state park. If you have a valid handgun license, you may carry your handgun in many state parks. But even with a license, handguns are not allowed in parks that are leased from the federal government. Check with the park before you go. Can you carry a concealed firearm in bars and restaurants that serve alcohol in Texas? Under Texas law, you cannot carry a firearm into a bar. You'll know it's a bar because bars are required by the Texas Alcoholic Beverage Commission to post 51% signs, indicating that the establishment derives more than 51% of its revenue through the sale of alcohol for on-site consumption. Can you carry or possess a firearm on hotel property in Texas? This can vary because hotels are private businesses and can set their own rules. Check with the hotel to clarify their position before entering the premises. Only one man is happy about what's going on in Texas.
Who is that?
George Strait.
Why?
I can just picture him watching the news while singing "All My Exes Live in Texas." Everyone in Texas thinks Texas is great.
But on a scale from awful to great, Texas is just what?
What?
Below okay. How many states recognize my Texas permit? 24 states recognize full reciprocity in Texas, and 13 states recognize reciprocity with restrictions in Texas. Where can't I carry a concealed firearm in Texas? Since this question varies from county to county, we recommend you check your local government's website and visit the Texas Reciprocity map on concealedcoalition.com for the most up-to-date information. What is the legal age for handgun purchase and concealed carry permit in Texas? The minimum age is 21 years old. Can I bring my concealed firearm to another state when I visit? Yes, Texas shares reciprocity with 37 additional states. Please refer to the concealedcoalition.com's reciprocity maps for more information. Can you conceal carry weapons other than handguns in Texas with a concealed carry license? Yes, Texas has no laws that restrict carrying rifles and shotguns, other than general gun prohibitions for a few people, including recent felons, and at a few places such as K-12 schools. But Texas does require a license to carry a handgun, either concealed or openly, away from your own property.
Do you have a duty to notify a police officer that you're carrying a concealed firearm in Texas? Texans must provide both their driver's and handgun licenses when asked for their ID by law. However, we recommend informing an officer in the spirit of cooperation and concealed carry etiquette. Are no weapons allowed signs enforced in Texas? Yes. Texas businesses wishing to prohibit firearms on their premises must post signs. This involves using strictly designated language in adherence to the Texas Penal Code. Failure to comply with effective notification renders the offending entrant, even when in possession of a concealed carry license, guilty of a misdemeanor. Does Texas have any red flag laws? No, there are no red flag laws. Does Texas state law define brandishing? It's an offense to display a firearm in a public place in a manner calculated to alarm. Does Texas have laws regarding carrying a concealed firearm while using alcohol or chemical substances? No Texan may carry a firearm while intoxicated. Does Texas issue concealed carry licenses to non-residents? Yes, and with no deviation from the process for residents. Matthew McConaughey considering a run for Texas governor?
Really?
His plan is all right.
How can you tell if a person is from Texas?
How?
Don't worry, they'll tell you.
How do you speak Texanese?
How?
Y'all is singular, all y'all is plural, all y'alls is plural possessive.
Is it legal to own a taser or a stun gun in Texas? Texas doesn't require a permit to have a stun gun or tasers, but these electronic weapons must be used in a legal way. The state of Texas does not regulate possession of stun guns or tasers. There may be local regulations, however, and Texans across the state could face charges for using these weapons unlawfully. Is it legal to buy or use chemical spray or pepper spray in Texas? Yes, pepper spray and chemical spray is legal to carry and use in Texas. Does Texas have magazine capacity restrictions for handguns? No. Texas has no magazine capacity restrictions. Does Texas have ammunition restrictions? Yes. Texas prohibits armor-piercing ammo.
Does Texas allow the public to access concealed carry registry information through public records law? Only agents of criminal justice organizations can access the concealed carry registry information in Texas. Is a permit required to purchase a handgun in Texas? No, however, you must be at least 18 to purchase a long arm, 21 or older to buy a handgun, and 18 and up to possess a firearm in general. There are exceptions to this last rule for minors using guns under adult supervision. Are background checks required for private gun sales in Texas? Texas does not currently require background checks for firearms sold or traded at gun shows by private individuals or unlicensed vendors. Do handguns need to be registered in Texas? The state of Texas does not maintain a registry of firearms. However, the National Firearms Act does require that certain types of firearms or other weapons be registered, such as short-barreled shotguns, machine guns, silencers, etc. What is the minimum age to possess and transport a handgun in Texas? Texas and federal law only regulate the ownership of all firearms to 18 years of age or older and regulate the transfer of handguns to 21 years or older. However, a private citizen may sell, gift, or lease.
Well, that's all the time we have for you today. Thanks for tuning into CCN, your Concealed Coalition Network, helping you protect what matters most. I'm Kate.
And I'm Sam.
And remember to be a guardian always and a warrior when needed.